Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 Japanese battleship Izumo. It has 9 main guns, 21 secondary guns, 42 AA guns, a top speed of 27.2 knots, total health 76,500. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main battery, increased main battery accuracy, faster reload, lower chance of flood and fire, and faster rudder shift. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, faster turret traverse, lower cooldown on damage control, superintendent, and advanced firing training. We are on the map Two Brothers, and oh boy, the Izumo is a very unique ship. Everyone is aware of this, Notser. Yes, I'm sure, but just playing this ship, it's so different from anything else. The deck space is extreme compared to any other battleship, and of course you have the turrets in the front, so your ideal scenario is you're kind of within gun range that prevents the enemy from plunging their fire. That's the ideal range. And we're headed to the east side of the map. We are top tier for both sides, so we need to obviously support our team rather well. And I was able to afford that faster reload module, 3 million credits, if anyone's counting, because I have been grinding hardcore in ranked battle in some premium tier 8s, and we're having tons of success, tons of great games, but I didn't want to share that because we just had a lot of premium tier 8 games. So here is the Izumo, and enemy torpedoes initially coming towards me, and I'm like, am I gonna have enough? Gotta get my butt out of the way. Come on, Notser, turn the butt, turn the... Okay, we're good. And, yes, it's a terrifying game for a battleship. 5 destroyers per side. You don't want to be in a scenario. I have HE loaded because there are destroyers everywhere, and I would love to kill them, of course. We get lit up. Damage control is down, and I'm kind of committing to heading into D. I have friendlies that can back me up. I want to help capture D. That is the goal. And there's a lot of enemies. There's a Colorado, there's an Otago, there's a North Carolina over by that island, and there's at least 2 enemy destroyers. So this is not an ideal scenario, so I'm going to pull back because I'm just taking way too much damage. Damage control is up. We use it because of the 2 fires. And we're going to use our first heal of the day. Superintendent is so important for the heal. Any ship that can load that should basically have Superintendent. I just believe in it so strongly. It really changes the way you play the game, and it helps you win games more often than not. I can't think of another skill, maybe Last Stand, that is as important whenever you need to consider the scenarios you'll be in. So, of course, we're a big battleship, but we're able to fit in this nice tiny gap and retreat. Allies are capturing D. We're going to try and circle around and get a better pass. One more pass, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a unique ship. You really need to find a target that is interested in taking damage, I would say. This enemy Hatsuharu is 11 kilometers out, and we could potentially hit him. So we're going to get all the guns into position. We're leading the target. He's not moving that fast away, so minimal lead. And it looks like we're going to get one round dispersed into the hull of the enemy. The enemy Mayhand is also within 11 kilometers. So we've got a couple good potential destroyer targets. Don't be afraid, and oh boy, here's what I'm afraid of. Enemy torpedoes. Thankfully, they don't have the range. They were either launched too far away, or they don't have the upgraded torpedo range. We see the enemy Mayhan, and we fire on that enemy Mayhan. We land a 2k damaging shot. We incapacitate what looks like his torpedo tubes. Just assume damage control is still available. Most, 9 times out of 10, the target is not going to use damage control on torpedo tubes or main guns. We fire again, follow up. you could really feel the reload boost for the modules. It's interesting. And we land another 2K. It's also interesting that we're sustaining a lot of damage from a lot of enemy ships, and we're not getting a lot of backup. Everyone is playing too passive. They're not even attempting to move forward when I move forward. I'm not pushing forward when I don't get support. So we're going to go back. Friendly destroyer, though, the Fletcher, is attempting to capture C. The Colorado, the Otago, and the Mayhem all appear to be giving him their undivided attention. So as I'm pulling back, I'm going to try and take out the Hatsaru, who's very close. We reload, we fire. We maybe didn't lead as much as we should have, but we get terrible dispersion. Not even a single round close to him. The friendly Fletcher actually torpedoed that Colorado, so he was paying too much attention to me and not reacting to the possible torpedo threat. Well, the Fletcher, unfortunately, is going to die. He's way too low and he's way too far forward. He did successfully take out a Colorado, so his life is not in vain, and yep, there he goes, he just died. But it kind of pulled back the enemy. It kind of loosened their grip on the eastern side. My allies sure aren't helping to loosen the grip. They're playing super passive. If you see from the battleship moving forward, try and support them any way you can. Now we fire on the enemy Otago with the HE that was loaded for the enemy destroyers, because those really are the biggest threat to my ship. The North Carolina, I haven't really felt the North Carolina down here. He is also playing too passive. He's way too far back. I just don't understand it. It's not the correct way to play the game, and I don't know how it got around so much. More torpedoes, but look at the gap. I can easily fit in that gap. The Otago is 14 kilometers out. It's a really hard shot, and he's not the target I want to fire at. I really want to fire at one of those destroyers. I expect that they would come back. And we are pretty low. Yep, here comes an enemy Hatsaru. And he's perfectly broadside, so we lead. You kind of do, I would say, ×2 on a destroyer, because they move really fast. Oh, barely not a kill. 167 hit points. Fubuki, come on, kill him, Fubuki. Good job, Fubuki. That's the teammate I want. Ooh, an enemy Mayhem. Is he coming broadside also? Is he showing his side? Oh, yes, he is. So we're going to do the exact same thing. You can see we're leading pretty far compared to other ships with the same distance. And we do nearly 5k, incapacitate his propulsion. He's going to have to use damage control. Enemy North Carolina is firing HE. Don't know why. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Don't fire HE at a Izumo at long range. Use AP and plunging fire. That's really the weakness of the Izumo. The enemy Mayhem disappears. He sent out torpedoes, or the Hatsaru. One of them sent out torpedoes. We're able to maneuver. He used a widespread. Don't use widespread. Widespread is not really useful, especially when you're trying to cover 8 kilometers. It's gonna get too far away. So, enemy Otago shows up. We're gonna use an HE salvo on him. Force out, maybe damage control. We do pretty good damage. I'm expecting that the enemy US destroyer is just gonna sit in the smoke, and he doesn't. Interesting. He should have sat in the smoke. Now I can kill him. And I was going to switch to AP because I just expected the Mayhem to stay in, but he's not. AP should be sufficient for the health he has. And we lead the target. And another below 1,000 hit points left. And can the friendly destroyer or the friendly cruiser follow up and kill him? I really don't want to use a gun cooldown on an enemy destroyer under 1,000 hit points. So we're going to, hopefully, yeah, friendly takes him out, okay. Hopefully we're going to use this gun cooldown on this Otago, and conveniently he's softening his angle against us. So this should be the most ideal target. And, oh, it was ideal. 33,000 points of damage, devastating strike, and that Otago is wiped out. It feels pretty good. Accuracy was pretty good, and Finally, we're getting some push. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. I've had to go forward and turn around like 3 times, but finally, the team is pushing stranglehold on the enemy. They've got 5 less ships, 4 less ships than us, so yeah. Keep this up. This is my last heal, though. So, from here on out, I cannot heal the damage. And this North Carolina hasn't done anything, right? Am I the only one? What has he done? Enemy Atlanta avoids the torpedoes, but our guns are reloaded, and we lead the Atlanta. And it looks like we've got the lead drawn, right? Oh yeah, we got the lead drawn. 15,000 points of damage. Another low health target that we just barely miss out on killing. But hey, we're helping our team. The New Orleans can easily follow up and take him out. And he misses. Oh, no. He misses the chance to kill him. Now we have the chance to take out the Shoemaker. And we fire everything, and it looks like he's going to dodge it. Is he going to dodge it? No. One single round disperses just enough to the left to take him out. So 2 kills, 4 citadels, dreadnought, devastating strike. We could have easily probably had 5 kills with those super low health, but hey, who cares? Team dominated. We got 1812 base XP. Not bad. We didn't do a lot of damage. Most of the targets just didn't have a lot of hit points. Destroyers, cruisers. We did around 80,000. That's okay. I'm enjoying the variety and module builds between the Japanese and American battleships. I'm curious if they'll continue that further. It's always nice to have real options. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing an Izumo game with success. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.